Top 10 former bodybuilders who became WWE Superstar. Former powerlifters became WWE WWF Superstars. The pro wrestling industry is one that is based on looks as much as it is based on physical ability and charisma. Performers who have had superhuman physiques that more so resembled comic book figures than professional athletes get more than average athletes. There's a long list of former bodybuilders who have entered the pro wrestling world only to then flame out after being pushed to the top of cards for whatever reasons. There have, at the other end of the spectrum, been numerous success stories of former bodybuilders making great lives for themselves thanks to the pro wrestling world. The Polish Hammer was known for having one of the better physiques in the business during the prime of his wrestling career, and that was due to Ivan Putski's love for hitting the gym. A wrestler who was not just interested in working in that business, Putski spent time as a bodybuilder and also as a strongman, during which he participated in competitions. Putski won multiple championships during his run in what was known as big-time wrestling, and the WWE inducted him into the company's Hall of Fame back in 1995. WWE named Dana Brooke one of the 16 superstars to keep an eye on in 2016. It's easy to understand why the former gymnast and bodybuilder only made her debut on Raw. Her real name is Ashley May Sabera. She participated in gymnastics for 18 years. After sustaining numerous injuries, including breaking both of her ankles, Sabera gave up gymnastics and instead took up fitness competition and bodybuilder. Between 2011 and 2012, Sabera held several championships within the National Physique Committee, placed 13th at the 2015 edition of the Arnold Sports Festival held in Columbus. Billy Graham is a familiar face among the old fans. He is someone without which the history of WWE will not be complete. Graham had numerous title runs in the company and was one of the biggest draws that Vince McMahon Sr. had at his disposal. Billy's stardom, however, had roots in his love for bodybuilding. He won many bodybuilding contests before making it into the WWE and was featured in many magazines. Also, Graham used to train with Arnold Schwarzenegger, who happened to be a bodybuilder as well before making it big in Hollywood. Graham had an option of choosing football after his bodybuilding laurels, but he decided to try out wrestling instead. Former NXT and Intercontinental Champion turned longest tag team champion and Power of Positivity pastor, Big E had got a lot in wrestling. Being a former first-place finisher at USA powerlifting competition in both the US Open and the Raw national competitions, Big E has indeed gotten himself a physique that would make most question whether or not everything he does is natural. Chyna, a bodybuilder who changed the way that fans viewed female wrestlers during the 1990s, could have gone one of several different routes with her life before she was first seen in the WWE. She had an opportunity to travel around the world while working in the United States Armed Forces. She spent some time as a flight attendant, and Chyna also competed in fitness competitions. It was in the pro wrestling world where she would make her name and large amounts of money, but one cannot now help but wonder, considering all that has happened, if she would have been better off never signing for the WWE in the first place. Scott Steiner has always been buff, even back in his younger days at the University of Michigan, when he was first starting out as a bodybuilder and amateur wrestler. Steiner was shockingly only 190 pounds at the time of his first match, but it wasn't long before he was 275 pounds of solid muscle. Steiner's television promos would often allude to his chiseled physique, as he portrayed the character of the Big Bad Booty Daddy. Lisa Marie Varon is an American professional wrestler, fitness competitor, and bodybuilder. She is best known for her time with WWE under the ring name Victoria, where she is a former two-time WWE Women's Champion. Varon began competing in fitness competitions and won ESPN2's Fitness America series in 1997. In 1999, she placed second at a fitness event in New York City to earn her International Federation of Bodybuilders. Varon met Chyna, who encouraged her to become a professional wrestler. Her first television appearance came at WrestleMania 2000. Born Terry Jean Ballia, Hogan began bodybuilding at the age of 14. After studying business administration and music, Terry worked as a part-time bouncer and full-time bank clerk. According to pro wrestling legend, Hogan met wrestler Jack Briscoe while working as a bouncer. Briscoe immediately saw his potential and arranged for him to be trained by the famous Hiro Matsuda. Hulk Hogan debuted as an amateur in 1978, and 6 years later he won his first WWF title. He defeated Iron Sheik at Madison Square Garden to capture the crown. Hogan enjoyed considerable mainstream popularity between the mid-1980s and early 1990s in the WWF and WCW. It could be argued that Tony Atlas was the most famous former bodybuilder to ever enter the pro wrestling industry. He had multiple successful runs across several wrestling companies, winning championships as both a singles act and as a tag team wrestler. Atlas somewhat out of nowhere made a return to the WWE in 2008 to work as a heel manager on the Extreme Championship Wrestling brand. A member of the WWE Hall of Fame. Bruno Sammartino is an Italian-born American retired professional wrestler. Sammartino set a world record in the bench press with a lift at 565 pounds in 1959. Sammartino completed his lift while not wearing any elbow or wrist wraps. Sammartino also competed in bodybuilding and won Mr. Allegheny in the late 1950s. Sammartino became known for performing strongman stunts in the Pittsburgh area, and sportscaster Bob Prince put him on his television show. Sammartino's first match in Madison Square Garden in New York City was on January 2, 1960 in WWF. In 2013, Sammartino accepted an invitation for induction into the WWE Hall of Fame. On March 28, 2015, Sammartino inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos. Top 10 videos world.